I took 3 poops today.
Do not have a full battery on my head cam today, so we will see what we get. Got the Hero 7 back on my chase cam just so we get some good footage out of it. Might as well use it. Still haven't figured out the audio, but thank you to everyone who dropped some comments. That was super helpful. I think it's a bad ground. It seems like everyone that did it the way I did it got it to work, and even one guy had the same problem I had and said he tore it down, found some wires touching, yada yada. So that's what it was. Quick update on conditions. Winds are shifty but low. Supposed to pick up after sunset, so I would expect it to pick up right before. I'm going to go up, feel it out. If it feels good, I'll go for a little cross country. Got my speed bar hooked up because the place I want to go is downwind, but it's not too far that I'm worried about getting caught by any wind, and I'll have my bailouts, and I'm near home, so somebody can come get me if worst case scenario. Still not good practice, but worst thing that would happen would be I'm inconvenienced tonight, but not a big deal. Oh, and my wife would be inconvenienced too. Also, it's October, I don't know, 3rd, 4th, 5th. 4-year wedding anniversary is yesterday, so that makes it today the 4th. But it's still 90-something degrees. Oh, my God, it's so hot. I can't wait to get up there, get some air moving over me. Other update is, I mentioned it in a couple other ones of my videos from time to time, but I got a bunked shoulder on my left side. It's all torn up. I don't know what it's from, stemming from some accident, one of my motorcycle accidents, and it's really bothering me after that beach flight the other day. So I got to get up there and try and take it easy today. Don't want to tear that in the air. That would be really horrible. So chase cam set up. We should be ready to go. That wind, I'm all the way out here. I had to walk. You probably can see my truck, but I had to walk all the way out here because the wind's coming over those trees. So I'm going to wait for a lull so I don't get any rotor. But if I get any rotor, like I said, the wind is low. So it'll probably just bounce me around a little bit, and I'll pop up over these trees and be good, is the idea, anyway. So let's get in the air. And my safe start is on. I hate flying with my safe start. That's why. You blip your throttle. Look at it. I'm not even blipping. There's just a little bit extra fuel. There we go. Will not be turning my motor off in the air today anyways. So, okay. During my final warm-up, give my wife my location. I mention this in tons of videos, but inevitably somebody will ask me, what is that app you're using to share your location? It's just Glimpse. Because she has an Apple, I have Google. She doesn't use Google. So you could just as easily share your location with somebody over Google, which is way easier, but my wife refuses to use Google. So boom, we use this app called Glimpse, G-L-Y-M-P something or other. And when I fly alone, I especially do that, just in case I go down. I don't have access to my phone. And I can see the fire ants on my risers already. Classic. I'm going to get a little feel for the wind up here, and then I'm going to make my decision on whether or not I want to fly downwind. Because the downwind leg is about 8 to 9 miles. I got a full tank of gas. I got my speed bar. On speed bar, I'm mid to upper 40 mile an hour range on this wing. So with this amount of gas, strobe light, time, good weather, it's not a huge risk going that far downwind if the winds are low. But something cool that this app, TPGPS, does is after you make a few 360-degree circles and it finds out your nominal speed, it can deduce wind speed from that, and it tells you on your screen. So there you go. I'll do one more circle just to get it to update a little bit better, but it already is telling me, look here, it tells me 7 miles an hour in the direction I thought it was going to be out of, so that's good. So we'll complete this circle. It's smooth up here, by the way. I am getting a haze, but
I bet I can climb out of that. But yeah, I barely got any bumps even over those trees, so yeah, did change. So 7-mile-an-hour wind. I'm comfortable with 7 miles an hour. Again, it's supposed to increase a little bit, but this swing, this much gas, flying with bailouts in my hometown where somebody can come get me in good weather, the worst that can happen, well, not the worst, but you know what I mean, the worst that can happen flying downwind on your way out is that you'll have a long night, which honestly doesn't bother me because it's Friday. I ain't got nothing to do. So yeah, man, I wanted to go over, answer some questions with the flotation test. So I tried keeping up with the questions and comments on that video, but it's impossible. You really can't do it. The video got like 11,000 views or something, which is a lot for me, and there's like 200 comments or something around there. So I can keep up with like 10, 15 comments, but there's no way I'm keeping up with 200. So I'm just going to address it here on this little cross country, which I'm going to set my waypoint. I'm going to fly to Holly Hill Airport, 13 miles away. So yeah, find my bailout. Yeah, I want to go out that way and left, I think. So, I'm going to go out that way. I got bailouts all the way there. So, that video, flotation video. So, I'm going to address a few of the things I wish I would have done better, and a few of the things that people think I should have done better, but I don't necessarily agree with. So, things I wish I would have done better. First of all, the editing. I never like anything that I edit. I don't know why. I edit it for hours and hours and hours. I put it up. I find something wrong. I take it down. I watch it 1,000 times. I edit videos. It's insane. I'm so bad at it. It takes me so long to do. And then I finally put it up there and I watch it again. By that time, I'm so sick of watching the video and hearing the soundtrack and everything. And I find something wrong and I say, screw it. I can't edit it again. And I just post it. So, editing is number one. Number two, the test procedure. So this is something I do for a living. I'm an engineer at Cummins Turbo Technologies, and that test, admittedly, was not a great test, right? You test things with the amount of resources you have available to you. So, you know, if I had unlimited flotation, unlimited repacking kit, unlimited time, I could have done better. So I still think with what I had available to me, materials-wise and time-wise, I think the test was good. Now, was the test all-inclusive? No, it was not. Right? No, you're not going to be jumping into a pool in a controlled environment without a wing, in a bathing suit, with a quick release. Not everyone has quick release. So I set the test up to give me the best chance of getting out if something went wrong, and I realized that's not the way that's going to be in real life. Okay? So, but that's not what I was trying to test. I was trying to test the functionality of the flotation itself.
Okay, so I'll do my first Tom from the future here. My card actually filled up. I forgot to delete the old footage off of it, so the next 20 minutes of me flying is me taking apart my GoPro and trying to clear the card while I'm in the air. So ended up working out, and I jump back in a minute. But I did address a couple of the criticisms I got from the video, and the two main ones were, the first one was that it was not representative of an actual water landing, the testing that I did. And I somewhat agree with that. I wasn't necessarily trying to simulate an actual water landing. Since this is the future, you guys probably seen the Team Fly Halo video that is coming out. I think they're actually doing actual water landing, so I'm looking forward to that. So make sure you guys check that out if you want to see what's going to happen when you actually fly into the water with a wing. So I didn't do that, but what you should take away from that was you should see how hard of a time I still had getting out of the paramotor with a quick release in a bathing suit and in a pool. So it just shows how stressful a water landing can be, especially if you're wearing clothes, you have a wing over you, you weren't expecting to be in the water. It can be a lot worse. So what I learned from that is that when I fly over water, I absolutely want flotation just to give me the best chance possible. And I might even fly, especially if I'm flying on the beach, big bodies of water, things like that. I might even fly with a PFD and flotation on my paramotor just to be a little more redundant. The final comment that I saw a couple of times was that all the flotation didn't work great. And I somewhat agree with that as well. None of it was perfect. None of it saved my life every single time. Right? A couple of them didn't pull my head up out of the water like you'd want. But again, the main takeaway from that is that without it, you have no chance, almost, right? Unless you are just ready to go in the water and you pull that quick release. But I'll tell you guys, just from this testing that I did, you're going to want flotation. You want to fly with flotation if you're going to be flying around water. Yeah, that's just the main takeaway. I think I jumped back in right here and addressed some of this, but we'll see what I say. See you guys.
All right, so I don't know where I left off, but my final thoughts on the video were just that, number one, if you're going to fly around water, no matter what you do, it's going to be dangerous. There is a huge risk flying around water, but flotation reduces that risk. Okay, it's not 100%. And then it talks about the way I ranked them. If you whether you agree or disagree with how I ranked the flotation, I just want to mention they were all decent. They all are better than nothing. You can argue that the one that failed, failed only because it's, the way I mounted it, but...
1, 2, 3.
There we go. That's what it should have done. It should have opened here too, and it's not. It's lodged. Oh, you see the Velcro's not opening all the way. There it goes. That's what it should have done.
I've heard people have that exact same issue with that flotation, that they mount it and it didn't inflate in the back. If you guys own that U-shaped float, just be careful up top. When you guys mount it, make sure you give it room to inflate on top. Don't stitch that part. Yeah, and then I just wanted to thank everybody for all the support. So thank you for the comments. Thanks for the video. Thank you guys for the comments on the Andy Bean interview video. I never thanked anybody for that. And then finally, thanks for all the subs, guys. I think the last time I thanked everybody for my subscribers, it was like 1,800 subs, something like that. I'm at, I think, 2,400 now. So I'm really stoked about that. Thank you guys so much for the support. Thanks for the love. I really dig making these videos, and I love flying. Love reading the comments. Love the love. My goal is 3,000 subs. I'll tell you why. My favorite YouTuber, Paramotor YouTuber, is Kyle O. And I remember when he hit 3,000 subs, I remember that being a big deal to him. And I thought that was pretty crazy, kind of looking up to him and everything. I remember that time. So when I hit 3,000, I think that'll be pretty cool. I'm excited for it. So that's my goal. Yeah, like I said, the card died. So I don't know at what point. I don't know how much content you guys got, but the summary was just that definitely fly with flotation. Not a guarantee, but it is a guarantee if you fall in the water and you don't expect it. There's not a guarantee, but it's much more likely that you're going to have a horrible outcome if you do not have flotation. I'll rewatch that part of the video that I got, and I will add anything that I forgot in the outro. But yeah. Oops. I flew past my LV. Flew past my location. Yeah, man, I'm going to listen to some music. Enjoy the rest of this flight.
What's up, guys? So I don't know how much of that we actually got. The camera card filled up like 10 minutes in. I filmed for like 16, so I kind of lost, I think, the good part. That's when I was kind of part of the video I was happy with. But turn the camera back on. Hopefully I got some of it back. And if not, I will film an outro when I'm editing to get in what I think I missed. So, but ended up being a beautiful night. Actually looks nicer than it is. The sun behind me is pretty dark. Actually, the camera's picking up the light, but sunset's pretty nice. And it is bumpy above these trees, man. About 150 feet. It gets pretty nasty. You really couldn't do anything down low today. You had to stay up high. That's weird. Something was just beeping like crazy. I don't know what that was. I'm out here in the middle of a field all alone. Something just beeped. So I'm about to get the out of here. It's creepy. I'm going home. See you guys.